Welcome to reality. You're now on the Code of Mind channel. You press a button, and a second later, the voice of a person thousands of miles away sounds in your room. You open a map, and a satellite shows where you are, where the nearest food is, where a traffic jam is, and even where you are yourself if you suddenly get lost. You see neither wires nor lasers nor magicians in the sky, just a signal, just a frequency to which the device is tuned. You believe in this. You believe that Wi-Fi can carry information without wires. You believe that Bluetooth connects two objects into a single whole. You believe that an antenna catches music out of the air. You have never seen it with your eyes, but you believe. Because it works. Now tell me, why don't you believe that thought works the exact same way? That attention is your transmitter, and the word is your antenna. When you speak something out loud, you are not just chattering, you are radiating. When you think about something, you create a frequency, and the whole world responds to it. People, situations, signs, even the weather. Everything begins to move in your direction. Not because you are special, but because that is how the field works. That is how everything works. You already live in a quantum system. Only instead of buttons, you have your words. Instead of GPS, your intention. And instead of an antenna, you have yourself. And if you know how to dial a person on the other side of the planet, it means you can dial your reality too. The only question is, on what wave are you speaking? Remember yourself as a child, not in a phone, not at work, not in fear, but there where you are sitting on the floor with your mouth wide open, watching a magician pull a live rabbit out of a hat. You know that he is doing this for real. You are certain that magic exists. You believe in miracles just as simply as in breathing. You applaud, you are delighted. And the whole world at that moment seems real precisely because it is magical. You are not looking for a deception. You do not doubt. Your focus of attention is on the miracle. And that is precisely why it is real. But then you grow up. You hear phrases like, "That doesn't happen. It's just a trick." Everything is explained by logic. You want to climb behind the scenes to find out the secret. You want to catch the hand of the one who performs the miracle just to prove to yourself that there is no miracle. You shift your focus. You are no longer in delight, you are in analysis. You no longer believe, you check. And at that moment, the magic disappears. Not because it wasn't there, but because you took your eyes off it. You began to see the mechanism rather than the miracle. You wanted to be right rather than happy. This is how magic crumbles. This is how your reality is destroyed. Because the trick is not the magic, the trick is you yourself. It is your attention directed at a specific frequency. As long as you focus on the black, you will not see the white. As long as you look for deception, you will not find the truth. As long as you want to expose, you will forget how to feel. And here it doesn't matter whether a magician is in front of you or life itself. The world is a mirror. It shows you only what you are focused on. If you believe in a miracle, it comes alive. If you believe in pain, it comes. If you believe that you are nobody, reality agrees. So, maybe it's enough already being an adult who explains everything? Maybe it's time to become yourself again. That child who believed, who felt, and for whom miracles were the norm. You are not just a person with thoughts. You are the vibration itself. You are a walking transmitter. You are like a musical instrument. And every day you tune yourself. Sometimes you sound on the frequency of fear. Sometimes on pain, on fatigue, on blame. And everything around immediately tunes itself to this chord. You wake up, turn on your phone, see a bad news story, and don't even notice how you enter into it. You tell yourself, well, here we go again. You furrow your brow. You inhale this frequency and it becomes yours. And the whole day is no longer yours. It is already tuned. It is already sounding. It is already playing the song that you turned on in the morning without noticing it yourself. A traffic jam, a delay, a rude person, a failure. It is as if you become a magnet to the exact same vibrations. And this is not mysticism. This is the physics of the field. This is an electromagnet. This is you as a code, as a radio station, as a wave. But the most interesting part is that you can switch the wave. You can sit down right now and say, I no longer radiate pain. I radiate freedom. I am a sounding flow of clarity. I am back on my wave. The world does not refuse to answer you. It simply reflects the frequency on which you speak with it. Want clarity? Become clarity. Want love? Stop broadcasting on the frequency of resentment. Want magic? Give up the role of the victim. Yes, it was not always easy for you. Yes, you went through scenarios in which it seemed everything was against you. But it was not the world being against you. It was you sounding on a frequency where such events were the norm. You thought that it was just a bad day, but it was simply a wave. You caught it and didn't turn it off. But now, you are not the one who catches. Now you are the one who chooses. You choose on which frequency you want to live. And this is not about positive thoughts or smiling at nothing. This is about a point in the body where you feel, it is enough for me. I no longer want to sound in this dirty note. I want to be silence. I want to be light. I want to be myself. Pure, tuned, real. You are not a random sound in the chaos of the universe. You are the point of tuning. It is precisely on you that your reality is playing right now. Surely you know such people who constantly praise their men, their women, their children. They say, my husband is reliable, a golden man. My daughter is such a good girl, just an angel. We have a son, a true find, a kind and bright boy. And what is amazing, they really are like that. You look and you can't find a flaw. The husband is caring, the child is affectionate, there is warmth in the family. And then you remember, but wait, there are others too. Those who complain all the time like, what am I supposed to do with him? He is so lazy. Mine is completely restless, hyperactive. My wife is always dissatisfied, tired, capricious. And you come to visit and, indeed, it is all exactly like that. As if a person wove their own destiny out of their own words. Here is a live example for you. I know a family. They have a little boy, 5 years old, lively, nimble, active, just like all children. But in their house, he is naughty and disobedient. That's what the parents say. He is acting up again, he isn't listening again. What am I to do with him? It's an absolute shame. And the most horrific part is that all the acquaintances caught on to this description. At holidays, at meetings, even just in conversation, everyone says, there's going to be trouble with this one again. Right now, he's going to tear everything apart here. Keep him away or he'll wreck everything. Do you understand the boy hasn't done anything yet? But the energy is already tuned against him. He is already a violator. He is already not like that. He just wants to play, to explore the world, to touch everything with his hands, but his program has already been written, and he begins to correspond to it, as if they left him nothing else. And now another example. Another family. Also a son of the same age, but there he is a hero. For eating his food well done. For drawing scribbles, an inspiring artist. He isn't perfect. He is the exact same ordinary toddler, but they nourish his attention differently. And do you know what happens? Everyone looks at him and sees light. He is joyful. He is communicative. He respects boundaries, because his description does not destroy his personality, but creates it. This is how it works. You are like a spotlight. Whatever you direct your attention to will bloom. Whatever you describe will begin to manifest. And it doesn't matter whether you are speaking the truth or not. What matters is the vibration of your message. If every day you call someone difficult, lazy, aggressive, you become the author of this version. You lock in the frequency, you broadcast on the wave. This person is a problem. And you know what will happen. The world will agree because everything you feed with your attention begins to live. We are used to thinking that we are simply observing, watching how someone lives, how someone makes mistakes, how someone is not like that. But the truth is that you are not an observer. You are a co-author. You shape another person with your gaze, with your opinion, with your expectation. You look at him, and your energy names him as someone. And he, willingly or unwillingly, begins to live within this image. If you see someone as a person who irritates you, they will become even more irritating. If you are sure that someone is acting stupid, they will act stupid around you. If in a child you always see nothing but mischief, he will act up until the very end. But if you look at the exact same person differently, if you say, he is lively, he is searching, he just wants to be seen, then he will begin to change, because the energy of your perception will change the entire scene. Even in science, this is proven. The observer affects the experiment, simply by their presence, by their focus. And now imagine that you are not just a spectator in someone's life. You are the one holding the camera. You choose the angle, you add light or shadow. You do a close-up on pain or on violence. And from your gaze, the entire frame changes. Therefore, be careful. When you think you are just honestly describing things as they are, at that exact moment you are programming, you are broadcasting a frequency, you are creating a plot. If you want the best people to unfold next to you, start believing in the best in them. Not out of pity, not out of naivety, but out of strength. Because you always influence. The only question is, what are you turning others into with your attention? You can be the one who saves someone's soul simply by how you look, or the one who destroys it with a single word. He is hopeless. The question is not in him. The question is in your frequency. You thought you were alone, that you were just a speck of dust, that there are strong ones and there is you, that someone rules this world and you are just a guest. But you were wrong. You are the creating element. You do not just live, you shape. Out of thoughts, out of words, out of gazes. This entire world does not exist separately from you. It reflects you, your pain, your faith, your purity. If every day you hit the exact same point, reality will respond. If you give love, it will return. If you sow fear, it will bloom. If you live in accusations, life will give you more reasons for accusations. If you radiate clarity, even the most entangled situations will begin to untangle, because you are clarity, and every moment you sound. Right now you can take a breath and choose where you will direct your power. Toward fear or toward faith, toward pain or toward light, toward destruction or toward creation. No one will decide this for you. No one will save you. No one will pull you to where you do not want to be yet. But the moment you decide, reality will begin to bend to you, to your wave, to your focus. Thank you for being with me on this channel. I wish you the best possible branch of reality. Subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video. Take care.